Sagittarius qualities and characteristics. The Sagittarius is the 11th zodiac's astrological sign and a sign of fire, and is ruled by Jupiter. You are upfront and honest, and most people like this. You are trustworthy, cheerful, and passionate, and appear brilliant on the side. However, you exaggerate and out of proportion blow everything. Some individuals could claim that you're noisy. You are sociable and sporty, pleasant and accessible. You express yourself, want to learn, and like the individuals you encounter, especially if they come from a different culture. As you are expansive and like to explore freely, the big outside is a tremendous appeal. You need lots of room to explore the world and be yourself. If you're co-opted, you're down. You are revitalized and stimulated by fresh air and new vistas. You are interested in studying and traveling of some type throughout your life. You are a lifelong learner or traveler, and you are fascinated by various cultures and nations. Creativity is learning or researching for you. The aim of your life is to go far and wide and study how other civilizations function, and then bring the information home. You are also religious, moral, and ethical because you are philosophical. A missionary. A missionary. In your worst case, you think that you always feel too ardent and self-righteous. Your excitement causes you to presume that you can perform a job, and that you are unprepared for what it involves, or to accomplish more than you can. According to your 2022 horoscope, Sagittarius, there looks to be many changes in your lives during the year, and both how you show yourself to the public and what you present to the world can be reworked. Will 2022 be a lucky Sagittarius year? 2022 will be a year of wealth, riches, and success for Sagittarius. You will discover enjoyment in simple things, and you will comprehend how little the luckiest people on Earth need to feel. Planetary influences on Capricorn in 2022. Venus in apparent retrograde movement via the 12th house offers a great deal of mental energy, focusing ability, and bewilderment, because you will not comprehend what you want because you give it all. You will look for a reply to the question, what makes me happy? You will feel the necessity to distance yourselves from people, to establish a stronger relationship with the divine. Therefore, it's a wonderful time to approach God and enhance your spiritual life. By the end of 2022, many Sagittarius succeed in establishing new principles of life. All may come through revelation, premonitory dreams for the lucky. This year, when Mercury goes retrograde, Sagittarius will be less tense than other signs. It will probably get extremely excellent news and travel from the family. If possible, it is suggested to avoid particularly lengthy journeys, although the Sagittarius should take precautions if required. Influence of Saturn on Sagittarius. You are more worried than ever about safety and material comfort. There will be no sudden money jumps, and whatever you accumulate now will be lengthy labor and effort. Ambition and practical spirit rise, so that you may be enticed by a transaction that involves output. You give your savings more importance, thinking about bad times. You're calculated more restrained. With more money, you're afraid tomorrow. Sometimes, you limit yourself to the exact minimum essential, yet concerned about comfort, without missing anything but limiting certain far future ambitions. From 30 October, Mars retrograde in Gemini affected Sagittarius in the professional sector, where the astral aspects made it possible for impediments to emerge in the performance of duties. Sagittarius will also have 2 months to reassess and restructure elements of work and further cooperation. Starting on 24 August, Uranus retrograde in Taurus will impact Sagittarius' love life. Now is the moment to take opportunities in love, even if you take acts you don't know about. You will learn a lot about life and love as you come to know a new person better. Money. In 2022, higher education, travel, and philosophy are significant terms which contribute to how money arrives to you or expands this year. However, it is important to be vigilant about investing joint ventures with a little more prudence than in these cases. You may let up caution in the late fall as your internal energies attract the funds and safety that might be lacking. It will come momentarily to you in an unexpected way, but you will capture the secret resource. Work and career. 2022 is not an important year of turning events or professional transformation for you. You tend to concentrate on yourself rather than on a profession or a job. In recent years, you have grown up in your profession and working environment, and your higher output is your reward. You tend to devote yourself to your work. In late winter and early spring, you will notice acute, correct decision-making capacity, and it could be time to slowly expand your employment and business. The energies are appropriate. Even though you have greater workload, you have a sense of self-confidence in it. And manage it. You're going to. In the first part of the year, important contacts for the future will come your way. You learned what you haven't been good in prior years, and it will pay off this year. Education. This year, there are indicators of better educational outcomes. With a focus on the start of the year, you will probably be successful in studies owing to the aspect of your 4th house and 5th house Lord of Studies. From mid-February to mid-June, your efforts will make you pay off, and you will obtain good scores in examinations. Fortune will knock at those who are prepared for competitive examinations, since you will be able to memorize and comprehend the contents correctly. The Jupiter aspect in your 9th house, however, may cause some issues throughout your studies from June to August. You won't be able to concentrate on your academics at this period. In this respect, you need not lose your patience and remain cool and support your friends, gurus, and professors. However, during this era, scholars will be able to explore new frontiers owing to the Lagan Lord's appearance at the home of profundity. Furthermore, the time from September to November will be extremely beneficial for individuals who pursue higher education because of the impact in competition and examination of the 12th Lord of the country. If you want to study abroad, you will probably receive positive news by the end of the year. Married life. Your married life will be ordinary according to the Sagittarius Horoscope 2022. The presence of Mars in your zodiac sign may alienate you from your life partner between January and mid-February, because there are chances that your relationship could diverge. In this connection, you should sit down with your partner and settle all the issues friendly. In addition, from January to mid-February, the Sun's connection with Saturn and Capricorn will have enormous repercussions on your married life, which will distort the serenity and comfort in your house. This might not only exacerbate conflicts, but also join the blame game. Your angry remarks may land you in problems and unwittingly damage your spouse. You should remember your language in such a circumstance. However, it is likely that the situation will change in the time commencing from June to July 20, 2022, and that your 7th house Lord will return when he passes through his own home in July. The presence of Jupiter in your 4th house brings satisfaction in your marital life throughout the latter portion of the year. Some indigenous people can even pilgrim with their wives. Family life. The year 2022 will bring peace and wealth to your family, and you will probably solve the disputes that have occurred for a long time. However, you need to be a little careful at the beginning of the year, since you may have psychological stress on your family affairs owing to the impact of Mars on your 4th home, and then on the 2nd home of your immediate family. At the same time, the Mars aspect of your 7th house will assist you conquer the issues within a short period of time. In April, some locals could separate themselves from their family members because of the transit of Saturn into their own zodiac sign, i.e. Aquarius, which might raise tension and make you feel alone. However, circumstances are expected to improve with time. The Jupiter transit in your zodiac sign, that is to say Fish, affects your 4th house and will make you feel more close to your family. During this period, you'll encourage your youngster to build stronger relationships with them and construct a better picture of your family. You will also see your siblings enjoying quality time from September through November. Love life. Speaking about the love life of the indigenous people with a Sagittarius zodiacal sign, the year will be successful And there are occasions for some locals to tie the knot to their loved one, since your love house lord will have a double impact on your marriage house this year. However, Mars' presence at the beginning of this year in your first house indicates a few disagreements with your sweetheart. You may be emotionally imbalanced at this period, and this may cause your loved one issues. In such a scenario, you must modify your conduct positively. In addition, you'll want to take your loved one to a beautiful area and attempt to resolve all the issues between February and mid-April, and that may improve your relationship. However, you should bear in mind that any third person's intervention might damage your relationships, and so you cannot allow anybody to intervene in your affairs. In the latter quarter of the year, you may decide to allow your sweetheart to contact with your family. During this period, certain residents may get familial cooperation, and their love relationships are likely to reach new heights. Health. The 2022 Sagittarius horoscope forecasts that your health will be faced with few problems this year and will tend to be modest if it does. You may sometimes feel depleted with vitality as you approach 2022 and into the spring, but will recover as the spring unfolds. It's a new starting cycle. After repose, growth. You have interaction with health centers, but it is usually work-related or connected to others, not you. Your health and well-being will remain spiritual, and your energy will be high, intuitive, and with a sense of inner serenity and happiness that you haven't felt previously. Pay attention to your well-being since 2022, and you want to be ready to deal with it. Astro Forecast by Decans. First decan. If your birthday comes between 23 November and 2 December, you notice quicker returns for work being invested, and work is on to build a new relationship or to provide a strong boost to an established partnership, particularly for the second half of 2022. With care and devotion, it pays to create your outward world, but you may see far more obvious indices of the energy you invest. Second Dean. If your birthday falls from 3 to 12 December, as the year passes, energy moves into the field of passion and strong others. It is probable to be a commitment to someone who can assist to strengthen your financial and material safety in some manner, and it is also possible to have multiple gateways that offer passionate, sensuous interludes. Third Dean. If your birthday falls between 12 December and 21 December, Sagittarius 2022 horoscope suggests that you are prepared to experience some dramatic changes in your way of communicating with people in your life, as well as to take up dramatic changes in close relationships with friends and family. Keep your actions, motives, and know them well inside your consciousness, and don't be scared to give up some of that which seems like your own power. An offer which is somehow associated with your past is likely to come later in the year, and although it appears to be safe and promising, see if you truly want to or need to connect with your past in this way. Sagittarius 2022 monthly horoscopes. It might be a bit overwhelming to look at the full year at once. Thus, for each month of the 2022 Sagittarius sun sign forecasts, there is a quick prediction or bit of advice below. The year begins with Mercury in Sagittarius in January 2022. This is both an inspiration and a boost to trust. February 2022 invites you to follow your intestine. Jupiter and Neptune will both assist to develop your intuition in Pisces. March 2022 makes it difficult to concentrate, but you have to try your best. Ask friends, relatives, and even strangers for guidance when you need it. You need to be patient in April 2022. Don't rush into anything and hear individuals you can't trust. May 2022 is the best month in which you may work on all your connections, both business and romantic. June 2022, especially with reference to your work, pushes you to slow down. Please spend time with your family. A combination of exhilaration and tension comes from July 2022. Balance. These two to maintain good connections. August 2022 is a good time to concentrate on your profession. Don't forget to spend time with your pals, though. September 2022 will be a hard period to balance your job and social life. Make the best you can to control it. October 2022 is more curious than normal for you. Use this curiosity in your relationships to your advantage. November 2022 is going to be a hectic month. Try to have some fun to prevent being too worried. December 2022, if you fell behind anything, will be challenging. Use it to catch up this month. Conclusion. The 2022 Sagittarius horoscope will feature a fair amount of ups and downs, but that shouldn't prevent you this year from attempting to live your best life. Strike your life balance. Work tough and play tough. If you can, then your year is going to be an explosion.